What's up, Better Days? Today we're back at Center Hill Dam. I had a great time here last night, and as I so often do when there's inclement weather, I come here because there's the boat ramp right there where I launched. My car's just up at the top of the hill in the parking lot, and here's where I'm fishing, over in the corner. That way, if things get windy or you start to hear thunder, I can kind of run to the shelter of my car. I've got one. Man, I was just trying to set my anchor out, so I set my pole down for a second. I saw it bend it in half. Oh, wow. Green sunfish, you guys, but a big one. Look at there. Beautiful. Big old mouth. Green sunfish have big mouths. Oh my, we've got a giant fish on, guys. Giant. Big fish. Big fish. It's on a trout magnet with a gulp minnow. I had just thrown it out there and set it in the rod holder, and I was messing around. I had spun around. The boat spun the wrong direction, so I was going to try and fix it. We got something. It don't feel like a trout. It's big. Big fish. I hope we get a look at it so at least we know what it is. Feels like it could be a catfish. I feel its tail kicking the line. And it just kind of sits in one spot and twists. It doesn't pull away. Feels like a catfish. It's got to be a catfish. Look at this rod. Oh my God. Oh, it's a drum. It's a big dumb drum. Oh, these things drive me nuts. Oh, well, that's big fish of the day. It's about a 4-pounder. Golly, what a fight. If you're wondering, yes, you can lip a drum. There you go. He's grunting. I feel him down and deep in his belly grunting at me. Got a fish on. Of course. I'm messing with the anchor. That's the way it goes. Good fish. What have we got here? It's impossible to tell. Oh, big bluegill? No. Wow. Another big green sunfish. There we go. There's a fish that wanted it, just ate it and swam with it. No hitting it. Just grabbed it right off the bottom and swam with it. Some good aggressive fishing this morning. Oh, is that a trout? It is a trout. And it's no wonder it was aggressive. That's what trout do. They are aggressive. That's a rainbow trout. Cool, little guy. Here's where I'm sitting, just for reference. It's kind of a epic spot. There's a little fish. Oh, he's a jumper. 3-4 times out of the river. Golly. Must be a brown. They're the kind of trout to do that. 5 times now. 6 times. We're not going to count that last one. I was pulling up on him. But he's a decent size right there. But these fish, brown trout, have to be 24 inches to keep. That one looks to be about 11. Here's a little trout. Blah, 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 blah. It's gonna be a brown. This is exactly where I was sitting last night, just slaying them. And even with the water 6 feet straight down, they're still in the same spot. Oh, and that one came out. But they're right in here. Oh shoot, I got a fish immediately, right when I threw it out. I'll just let that run. I'll cast, put it in the rod holder, and then the rod bent over in half. Hey, that's a good fish. Oh, it's hung on something. There, I got it off. It was hung on something for a second. Trout don't usually do that. But it happened. May not be a trout. Trout don't usually do that. No, it's not a trout, and that makes sense. It's a big bluegill. Man, that's a big one. My goodness. That's a big bluegill. Nice trout sitting right in the waterfall. Did you see that? Of course. I can't get to my net at all. Man, that thing was sitting right in the waterfall. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna put him on ice and keep him. There's a fish. About time. Don't be another drum. It's another drum. Oh my goodness. It's another drum. I get tired of catching drum. We have too many drum in Tennessee. I'm fighting like a drum now. It's fighting more like a crappie. Might be a crappie. If it is, it might be a trophy. It's a daggum white bass. Remember when we were catching these a couple weeks ago? Because they were going crazy because it was early spring. And it didn't matter where I went, I was catching white bass. Yeah, there's a white bass. That is a white bass, and those are delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this guy. We're gonna fillet him up. There we go. Oh, that's a better one. He's out there dancing. Come on, buddy. Oh, wow, what a pull. Oh, good. It's a rainbow trout. That's another fish I can keep right there. That's a good looking fish. Yeah. Fish. Feels like a bluegill. Oh, it was a big old bass. Shoot. It spit me. There's a bass in there. Got a good one. Oh, and he got off. Doggone it. Ned rig. There we go. I got it again. I got it anyway. I came back for it. This is the same fish, you guys. Oh, and it spit me again. There we go. That time I stuck him. And he jumped anyway, but I stuck him. And he jumped a second time. That's the same fish. I saw it. That's the third time it's jumped. Now I saw this fish jump out of the water. Let's try to keep him from jumping anymore. This fish is just active. This fish has bit 3 times. It's been hooked twice. It's a largemouth. That's 5 times it's jumped. I don't know how to get this fish in. Gosh, there we go. Oh, it's not, it's a spotted. There we go, the bass are at Center Hill Dam. Now I can bring my buddies, Don Lottie and Phil and Colin. They'll want to come up here. With bass hitting like this bass jumped 5 times out of this river. Woohoo! All right, that's a nice. And I said it's spotted, it's not. It's a largemouth, really smooth tongue patch there, real smooth. So that's a largemouth bass. He would show us his dorsal fin, it'd be easier to tell. Yeah, it splits right there in the middle. There we go, nice largemouth, nice largemouth. There was one sitting in there. All right, and I stuck him. Good one. Another bass sitting right in the waterfall. Oh, this is so much fun. I love bass fishing at Center Hill Dam. Oh, that's a better one. And he spit me. He spit me. There we go. Get that rod tip down. Oh, it is in. Keep that rod tip down. That's another largemouth. That's a smaller one though. We just had a bigger one get away. So that's 3 in here in just a few minutes. They're really fired up right now. There we go, another one. Oh, it got off again. Guys, this happens a lot to me out here. I lose a lot of these bass. I don't know why. I lost a bunch last year fishing out here. There's a bite and I got him. Oh, good fish. Good fish. Maybe another big drum. Big fish. Heck yeah, Ned rig. Let's keep this rod tip down just in case it's a bass. Just in case it's a bass. Just in case it's a bass. It's a drum. Gosh, they're in here thick. There we go. And we're in a fight with a big old bass. Come on out of there. Please don't be a drum. Please don't be a drum. It's not, it's a bass. This is so much fun. Oh, it's a great bass. Oh, it's a fantastic largemouth. Pulled him out of this waterfall right here. Look at him dragging the boat around. Gosh, I just can't land him without lifting this rod tip up. All right, boys. Phil, Don Lottie, Colin, I want you to look at this. And that's not a largemouth. Yeah, it is. Look at that bass. That's a spotted bass. Yep, that's a spotted. Look at that spotted bass. Now, if that's 18 inches, that's a trophy fish. We may have a trophy on our hands. Make sure we're recording. We are. Oh, there's water all over the camera. I don't have anything dry. Maybe. There we go. Okay, let's see if we've got a trophy. Come here, you. Look at this fish. Look how fat that fish is. Oh my gosh, look how girthy. Look how fat that fish is. No, it's only 15 and a half. 15 and a half, but real heavy. Woo-wee. Look at this fish. That is one heck of a fish. My goodness, I love fishing in Center Hill Dam. Look at that belly. Oh. Gosh. Here you go. Gone. Not even a moment's hesitation. Just disappeared. And that's that peanut butter jelly Ned rig. Right up in the waterfall. Let's go back over there and see if we can't get another one. Got one as soon as we cast it in. Got another one. Oh, this one's a good one too. Oh my gosh, this one's great. Oh, look at that, guys. Did you see that jump? Oh gosh. I mean, as soon as we cast it in, the very next cast, he just smashed it. Stay down. Oh, these bass are going crazy in here. I should have been bass fishing the whole time. I was sitting up in there fishing for trout out here. I should have been sitting out here fishing for bass in there. Gosh, I can't get him to me without lifting this rod tip up. There we go. Golly, back-to-back casts. Look at that. Peanut butter jelly Ned rig. Oh, I'm having a day. I'm having a day. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this beautiful fish. Look at these marks on his eyes right here, like smallmouth have. Beautiful. Oh, he's so thick. They're just fat, super fat. Look at that mouth. Big old bucket mouth on this thing. Golly. Every trip at Center Hill Dam is an adventure like this. Yesterday, I caught a couple of keeper crappie, a magnolia crappie, and a boatload of brown trout. Today, not a single brown trout, not a single crappie, rainbow trout, and bass. Every kind of black bass. Largemouth, spotted, smallmouth, they all live here. This is just fantastic. If you want to have a day like this, the only way to do it is to come on out. Book you a trip right now. betterdaysfishing.com. You can email me, betterdaysfishing@gmail.com. Kayak trips, $250. I'll bring a kayak out here for you. We'll fish all day. We'll wear them out. If you want to do this trip in the boat, it's $400. Let me know, you guys. The only way to have a day like this is to come out. Thanks for watching. You guys have a better day.